Okay, what's up, guys? Dakota again. Doing this call just to give a midweek update. I think today is Thursday. Last video that I recorded and posted on YouTube was on Monday for you guys. Essentially giving an update of the trades that I talked about on that day so that you guys can get up to track before the end of the week comes. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the previous charts that I posted, or the three main charts that I posted on Monday. And when I'm talking about the three main ones, I know I posted a lot on Monday. I'm only gonna focus on the ones that I said that I personally would be trading. Everything else was just for you guys, if you guys wanted to pay attention to it. All right, so it was Euro USD. I talked a little bit about CAD Chef, but I'm not going to bring that up. I did not trade that. Talked about UChef, and let's actually bring up the initial markup for UChef. And we talked about UJ. I believe we have an earlier screenshot of UJ as well. Yep, there's a screenshot for UJ and the early screenshot for UChef. Okay, let's first go over Euro USD. Euro USD, initially we were looking for a sell, but price broke our trend line impulsively. After that impulse, we're waiting for a correction to that zone that I have drawn there, essentially my kill zone. And in that kill zone, looking for a JCP. That setup actually did happen this morning. Well, actually played out this morning. So this morning, let me check the time frame. It's 1 hour. All right, so this morning, see price got to that area that we were talking about. Change that so you guys can see these lines on here. All right. All right, so here, price, you see that break of the trend line that we had on the screenshot. Price corrected to our zone right down here, and our lower time frame gave us a JCP right here. So I'll go to that lower time frame, and I'll actually clean this up so it looks better. All right, let's go down to the 15-minute. I think that's where it was. Nope, it may have been the 5-minute then. Yep, right in the zone, 5-minute time frame. Essentially got a morning star here, entered off of this engulfing candle, I believe. Let me double check 30 minutes to make sure I'm not choosing the wrong one. Yeah, it was the 5-minute. Okay, so we entered there off the 5-minute, and then there were multiple other opportunities to enter. If you saw this flat pattern forming here, you know, I've recorded a video actually on this pattern when there's an impulse, a correction, and then there's a flat pattern right before price gives you that continuation. If you've gone through that video, this is a perfect example of that, giving you multiple opportunities to enter here at the bottom, and then it finally pushes up for you. Now, right here, we are up about 93 pips right now. We're looking for about 150 pips out of it. And that's pretty much EU. I also, a few hours ago, I believe, sent out this screenshot of the potential that EU holds. If you've been tracking EU for a while or look at the higher time frames, you'll see that we have this descending channel. And recently, because of what's going on in the world, the pattern broke. It's been really aggressive movement over the past few weeks. So it broke out of that channel, but it's still kind of respecting structure. So instead of drawing that and having an awkwardly drawn descending channel, I decided to simply draw a supply zone and a demand zone. The supply zone is based off of these two levels over here on the left. You can see price recently exhausted at that level there. as well, right? So price just recently visited this demand zone, and we're looking for this to actually push up all the way back up to here. So I'm looking for the next 2 weeks, for the US dollar to essentially be weak and the euro dollar to actually get stronger. And you'll see that in these other pairs that I'm trading as well, because I'm trading UJ, I'm trading USHEF, and they're all relative to the dollar. All right, so that's EU. Let's go over to UJ. Do I have an earlier one? Yes, I do. Okay, this is the first entry on UJ. We essentially have an impulse over here, expanding triangle here, and at the top of the expanding triangle, we have an ascending channel. At the top of this ascending channel, on a lower time frame, we got an opportunity to enter off of a engulfing candle. I saw the opportunity, I took it, I sent a screenshot out on it, and from the time, looks like it was the 6th Monday. The 6th was Monday. That was during the live call that we had. So I entered on that live call, and it should actually be in the recording, the previous recording that I've done. That's on my YouTube channel. Okay, and looking for this to come all the way down to the bottom of the pattern for about 200 pips. We also had a second entry after that continued down. No, that's USHEF. All right. Okay, so on UJ, personally, I'm assuming, don't completely remember if I sent out the extra entries I sent here, but there were 2 other opportunities to enter. If you study ascending channels or know how I trade ascending channels, you would be aware of these multiple entries that we had as price progressed. Let's go down to the 1 hour. Okay, so we got multiple entries here. I entered personally 3 times here, and it was a long time for this to actually push down or give us some indication of pushing down, because it's really been in consolidation. And but overall, it still respected this pattern that we have here. So as long as it's respecting this pattern, I will continue holding this trade. And now the price is up about 60 pips. I've actually moved my stop losses to break even. So I'm not even worried if this hits my stop loss or anything like that. Here, I'm going for a 2% gain. Here, I'm going for a 3% gain. And here, I'm going for a 2% gain. And that's pretty much UJ. There's not much to talk about on here. All right. It's not a lot to talk about. If you guys do have any questions over this or want me to expand on something that may confuse you on here, just comment in the comment section. Hit me up personally in my Discord chat. The link is in the description. Also, if you want mentorship, the link is in the description as well. Let's go ahead and go to USHEF. On USHEF, this was the first screenshot I talked about or sent out. We had 2 opportunities. We saw on the higher time frame, I believe on the 4-hour time frame, there was a impulsive break of a recent uptrend, and then we got this large corrective movement all last week. And this correction reached a zone, my kill zone essentially, and we're looking to sell there. I labeled this as a risky entry because it's at the top of an ascending channel. And at the top of the ascending channel, I waited for an engulfing candle to enter for that sell. Upon that breaking down outside of this pattern, the safety entry, which is generally something that's going to be more probable because it's actually broken previous structure or previous pattern and declared which direction the market actually wants to go. After the break of this, waiting for a correction, looking for that sell. Now, this PL that we have here is not the exact one that I would be using in this situation because we don't actually have structure in that at that moment at this time, right? So it's gonna look different on the later ones that I sent out, but this one is true. Let's go to UJ or USHEF, and let me actually find the screenshot. Okay. So this is the second screenshot I sent out. We got that entry, held it for a little bit, finally came down, broke that pattern. And then after breaking that pattern, price gave us a small correction on the 5-minute time frame. I didn't take the screenshot of the 5-minute time frame because I wanted to get this in there as well. But yeah, I essentially entered here and looking for it to drop. And then later throughout the week, I sent out a third screenshot looking for a third entry. Now I did close out of that trade because I didn't use the proper lot size that I wanted to, or that I thought I was using. Right. And that was because I was switching back and forth, practicing with my demo and trading with my live account. And for this one, I used the parameters for my demo account. So I closed out of that trade and simply just deleted it off of my chart. But here you can see UCHEF off the 5-minute time frame. That was our second entry there. And then here we're seeing a channel or expanding triangle form. And I was looking for this to give us a ascending channel here in this area and then look to sell from that area. Let's actually check if it actually gave us that. We're on the 5-minute time frame. Let me hide this and hide that. 5-minute time frame. Okay, so here was our second entry, and then here's the ascending channel that I was talking about. Ascending channel happened perfectly, gave us a break of that ascending channel, gave us a correction, and then sold off from that point. Right. It stayed within the pattern for a little bit longer than we would like it, but it's finally broken out this morning, and looking for this to correct one more time and then come down and give us another opportunity to enter for this sell. Now on UCHEF, we're looking for this to sell all the way down to at least the bottom of these shoulders on the left. I think it'll be clear on the 4-hour. These shoulders here, which will give us about 100 more pips. Okay, and then we could potentially see it come even further down, at least the bottom of here, which is about 180 pips. Okay, we just gotta pay attention to it, look at how it approaches these areas, whether it's correctively or impulsively. It's correcting impulsively, obviously hold and like move your take profit there. Or don't move your take profit, but predetermine and like manage your trade as it approaches those areas. My personal take profit is at this level here, simply because I don't really need that. I put my stop loss at a point where I'm risking 1%, and I decided to go for a 3-to-1 on this move because it looks so clean. Those are the three mains that I looked at and that I wanted to talk about. There were a lot more trades that are actually in profit that we talked about on the previous call and on Wednesday morning trading call, which I will add up the sum total of those pips at the end of the week. And I'll most likely tell you guys to like close out all the trades over the weekend, unless like we're up an extreme amount of profit, extreme amount of pips. I mean, whether that's 150 or 200. And in that situation, I don't tell you guys how to manage your trades, because I'm sure everyone has a different way of looking at it and managing their trades. But if I'm up 100 pips, I'm definitely gonna move my stop loss to break even. You guys saw on the previous trade that I just pulled up. I was up about 60 pips and my stop loss was at break even. Okay, so please be managing your trade, moving your stop loss as the market gets more and more in your favor, and always secure some money along the way. Like take partials. Right, you don't want to be up like $500 and then the market takes it back. But yeah, that's essentially what I wanted to go over, guys. Really brief, like just overview of those trades. Again, if you do have any questions about my strategy or about really anything, just go ahead, comment in the comment section, or like I said, join the Discord group in the description. The link is in the description. Once you join that, you can get in contact with me at Dakota J. Payne. Just personally DM me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And also, a lot of people in the group, or a few people in the group, actually do understand the way that I trade, and I have a few mentees that are in the group. So if you have a question, you can direct it to the public chat, and someone may help you. But happy to do this for you guys. I will catch you next week. Next video will be posted on Monday.